So your book did exceptionally well. Your cookbook.
Yes.
Dinner at Somizi's.
Yes.
It did exceptionally well. You did a reprint, no?
Yeah.
How many reprints did you do? Because after the Lazy Makoti, I was wondering who else might do as many reprints as she did.
The first batch was 15K.
15,000 copies.
Yes.
Sold out.
Yeah. And the second batch was 10K. So
25K in total.
Yeah. And I must give credit to myself. Like Miss Tengsele, guys.
No, I saw.
I went.
You did boot sales. You went to events. Everything.
I went to restaurants. I went to clubs. Club about 10.
So demographic that bought your book, because there's this, maybe it's a misconception or notion that South Africans don't read, but those are big numbers for books.
It's a cookbook.
It's a cookbook.
Oh yeah,
you skim through the recipe, but you read the recipe, then it's pictures.
But I can tell you for free that most sales were based on my love for Somizi.
Yeah,
I don't think they even used them.
True, right?
And get it. Being there physically helped the sales, because you just say, I'm going to be at the mall in 2020. People come, they just want to have an experience with you. I sign,
grab a pic.
So it really helped.
Wow.
Would you advise this to anyone who's an entrepreneur, who's a 959er?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Don't rely on it being on the shelves. That's because you are being distributed by a brand that has 64 stores across the country. Does not guarantee sales.
Yeah.
Because there's huge competition, number one, there.
Yeah.
So when you say, I'm going to be there, be there, people want to experience you, it pushes the sales. And also go anywhere and everywhere. I got so many sales. I would go to clubs and about guy, after 3 champagnes, they go, I want to buy for my auntie and my sister and my daughter, and bring 10.
And buy a 10.
Yeah, and they'll buy the same way they buy champagnes. They go, bring 10. I was like, yeah, so bizarre.
Then they bring the
fire
lighters.
That's dope, though.
Yeah.
That's very dope. I mean, you are one heck of an inspirational story.
Thank you.
It's a fact. I think we've all seen you go through your darkest days.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not talking about recent darkness. I'm talking about the real darkness.
Yeah.
You understand? Where, Somizi, there was a time you even looked dark yourself.
Yes.
You know, mabati mali yakezana, but I don't think it's mali yakezanayo. Exactly.
Yeah.
Where do you draw the inspiration from for yourself? Because you're inspiring others, but who inspires you? How do you tap into inspiration?
To be quite honest, and there's a song which is my favorite song. It calls
Lalela isingisi.
So there's a song. It encourage yourself, and I always have to tap into myself to encourage and inspire myself. You know, and it's little things. Gratitude can take you far.
I say this all the time.
Gratitude can take you far.
Yep.
We tend to look for. Most of the time we tend to look for things that we don't have instead of focusing on what you have. And when you focus on what you have and imagine yourself without what you have, you become very grateful.
We're decoding Somizi this morning. He's on the street, on the air with us. He is everywhere. Listen, I've got people commenting on my Instagram account because I posted, that we're hanging out with Somizi. Oh, I'm in Cape Town. Where can I listen? Download the app. I tell you every morning, don't nyata that app. It's one of the smoothest, cleanest radio apps you'll probably download. And I'm not saying it because I'm an ambassador for KFM. Well, K959. I literally downloaded it myself because I like to have an opinion on things. It works. So please download the app. Tell a friend who's in Khayelitsha, tell a friend who's in Cape Town, Durban, wherever. Even a friend in Nigeria who knows that they want to be a part of this family. Tell them that we can make this the biggest station in Africa. Just download the app. Thank you very much. Decoding Somizi63. You had a daughter, have a daughter, had one with a woman.
Yeah,
that part of your life when you were straight, were you straight or were you hiding being gay?
Straight.
I have never
been straight.
Never. But
when you were making the baby, did you enjoy the process of making the
baby? Absolutely.
So explain to me.
Yeah?
Yes.
I've always been honest. Even my parents are new from day one. So I was a child star by then, and girls would throw themselves at me, and when they do, I would tell them, I play for both teams, at the time. Yeah. But I've always been honest, and that's why there was no shock on her side. Oh, how could you do this to me? No, she knew. And some girls would think it's a phase. You know,
and they can turn you or change you.
Yes, or change me. So I've always been honest.
You say you play for both teams. So when was the last time, if after her you were with a woman, when was the last time you were with a woman?
Because you're playing for Bafana now.
About 5 years ago.
Yeah. Whoa, for real?
And it's a losing
How come
team.
that relationship is not as well documented?
Not everything you touch must be a relationship now.
Wait. So the last time you played for Banyana was 5 years ago?
5 years ago, yeah.
You enjoyed it?
It was one, absolutely. Like, I don't know who I was telling.
But the alphabet like confused.
No.
Yini
is confusayo. Mamelela yini is confusayo. Niyathanda ngendaba zabantu.
Okay. Yes. Right. So
let me tell you, yini is confusayo. I don't know, I was telling someone at an interview or something. At some point I thought I'm gay, at some point I thought I'm bi, and now I think I'm pansexual.
Oh, you know that song? Just kill the music there.
Pansexual.
Go.
So you don't rock anything in pants?
Goodbye. Go. No.
Now I'm thinking I'm pansexual, and being pansexual, I'm attracted to whomever.
Who is a panty?
No, man.
What is wrong with Dineo today?
Dineo was tending to Saul on the other side.
Yeah.
So pansexual, it means I'm attracted to whomever I'm attracted to at the time, whether there could be. I'm not attracted to a specific sexuality. It's the vibes and the chemistry that I'm feeling at the time. And it could be a guy, it could be a woman, it could be a trans, it could be
just no animals.
No, it could be a trans, it could be a bi, no mbuzi. So that's pansexual.
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't want to be boxed. And the older you get, the more you find yourself and you explore, and it's okay.
Yeah.
And if I'm confusing people, as long as I'm not confusing the person I'm with at the time.
You know, because that's the bottom line that I'm actually walking away with here. Because like
bottom
really,
line.
No, really. No, on a serious tip though, the bottom line that I'm walking away with is actually we hurt ourselves. We get so attached and addicted to the tabazabantu that we become so frustrated when we don't understand their choices, when we can't relate to or find a place for their existence within our minds, that we start hating.
Reminds me of yesterday when that TikToker Elsa Majimbo posted that she's pregnant. Or I don't know if it's a lie, and people started getting touched. Like, how she's 21, she wants to have a kid, whether she's at the height of her career. Why is it a personal thing to you now?
Exactly, you understand? So we get so entangled. Like guys, like Lena, I get to attend Mandela's party, Somizi,
and
therefore the interview is done.
It's done. If you wake up and you decide otherwise, like now, I think I never thought I would say this, and can I have like 10 seconds?
Of course.
I never thought I would say this. I think Saul is very attractive.
Yes, but it's true.
Thank you,
like
Saul.
honestly, you've got beautiful teeth. Your lips are nice. That thing that you do on the other side, I think the quality of this camera is not doing justice.
We're moving to the news desk.
I'll talk to Meligan.
Before the compliment
starts
becoming an insult.
Like, I would date you.
Thank you. That's a compliment. Thank you, man.
You're welcome, man.
Sure.
Bottom line.
How are you?
Hey. Bottom of the hour now. I want to say top of the hour. Hey, all these bottoms are following me.
We're not topping yet.
Yo.
This news bulletin is brought to you by Justice Serve.
7:50, 959 breakfast on the street, on the air. Say it with me now. Wherever. Donald.
In there.
You must say we're everywhere with me. I say on the street, on the air, and then you say we're everywhere, like a high school war cry. We're on the street. We're on the air. We're
everywhere. Man. Somizi, we're everywhere.
Okay.
But we're everywhere.
We're everywhere.
So, Koshala.
Man, just guys.
Oh. So you are literally, I won't call you yet an antique because your mom was.
Yes.
An antique.
Yes.
But you are something of a gallery.
Yep.
In terms of
archive.
An archive of sorts, in terms of your years spent in the entertainment industry.
Yep.
You were a youngster. You were talking
44 years.
44 years in total.
Yeah, I started when I was 6.
You know, one would underestimate, and look at your life right now, and because they've read articles of the darker days that we spoke about and the highs and the lows, and because of your energy, one can easily, especially in 2000, can easily think lo muntu upopa manje and underestimate the amount of years put in. I didn't even know 44 years.
Yep, I started when I was 6.
Dala, you are very dull.
Absolutely, even in the industry, I've done almost everything. I've got a couple of things to do.
I think a lot still.
Yeah,
your energy is plentiful.
Absolutely.
Boyanzan at 6.
At 6, I was in a musical play called Circumstances with the.
I nearly thought you were going to say circumcisions.
Circumstances. A Limpopo-based script writer, Paul Rapetwa, the late Paul Rapetwa.
Yeah.
So I started at 6, and then my first TV I was 9. Yeah. And then my first professional stage I was 13, Serafina.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Do you think the industry has thanked you enough? No.
I wouldn't complain. But also I don't live on validation.
I love that.
Yeah, I don't live on validation. So if I don't complain, I'm happy, I'm fine.
What do you think you've gotten right? I mean, because there's so many child stars who've been around or who started at that age but fell through the cracks and never came up again.
I'm very sober, number one. Like, so when I say I'm sober, I'm the soberest person ever. Like, I've never taken drugs.
Good.
I don't go on stage
inebriated.
Hey, now
Puzile, yeah.
Nah, guys,
you're basically respecting your craft.
Yes, I take it like church.
And
I take alcohol after. You know, because I don't want, if I make a mistake on stage, I don't want to blame it on alcohol. It must be like an honest mistake. If I fall, it must because I was going to fall anyway. You know. So but also my work ethic is
very
untouchable. I'm punctual, I am professional, I deliver, and I was born in it. My parents were a perfect example of work ethic can take you places. There are people who are less talented, but their work ethic is on point and they're still standing. And there are people who are extremely talented, but their work ethic is grom and they're no more.
So when you say that, then I don't understand how then you fell at some time or fell off, you know? Because, I mean, you're sober, great work ethic. What would you think made you to go through that dark period?
My dark periods are also, I would say, natural. They are tests. They had to happen, and I wanted them to happen, and I'm glad they happened.
Yes.
And I still want them to happen because for me now I've gotten the routine and the message. Every time there's something dark happening, God is preparing me for something brighter.
Absolutely.
So I enjoy them. It's like a tattoo. But the maso say smooth. Ooh, it's gorgeous. You know.
Yeah.
But what do you think caused them? Did you get a big head at some point?
Never.
Or lose your principles?
I've never lost anything. I've never been big headed. It's things like overspending, being careless with money. As a kid, I would have 6 cars and live in a 2-room townhouse, for instance. You know, my priorities were upside down. You know, and then also there would be maybe like a scandal that happens and I have no control over it.
Yeah, that's true.
Somebody wakes up and says I did APCNT, and the rest of the country believes it, and then work stops happening, you know.
Don't you feel you're in a better time zone now where the scandals don't affect the bread? Because the scandals will always be there, right? There was a time where people would make decision makers would make professional decisions on your name off the basis of scandal.
Yeah.
And then you work your way up, you work your way back, and the sustainability is even more sustainable now.
Absolutely. I think the older you get, and if you don't have that, then you are not growing. The older you get, you start treating things differently. You know what to react to and what not to react to. The first time I had a scandal, I thought bad publicity, any publicity is good publicity, and I would react to it and fuel it and go to courts and wear caps saying F criminal, you know. And I thought Brenda Fassie vibe,
cool,
celebrity scandals, and then when you get older, you're like, don't forget who you are. This thing will live according to how you feed it. It's a monster as well, especially when you know your truth. You like, don't feed it, starve it by one. You don't owe anyone an explanation, and unless it's a court case, it's justice system. Anyone else, Twitter is not a court. Twitter is not God. Instagram or social media is not God. So you owe nobody an explanation unless you have to explain yourself legally.
I want to take us back to when you were younger.
They don't want angry, they want quiet. Mama goes to church, Papa goes to the shebeen, the kids play in the streets. Bend it down! They're not going to get a quiet life so long as I'm around.
Do you remember that?
Stupid lines, like I'm like, gosh, what was
Mama
this?
goes to church.
What is this?
Are we being the level? Even the accent. Are we being the level, Chris?
They don't want angry, they want quiet. Mama goes to church, Papa goes to the shebeen, the kids play in the streets. Bend it down! They're not going to get a quiet
It's very
life.
Bushakarish.
The cheese.
Mama go to church, Papa go to the shebeen, the kids play in the streets.
They don't want angry. They want peace or quiet.
I feel me
Wow.
like
Yo.
in Sarafina would say things that we didn't even understand. Like in the song, for years I sang something that I didn't understand. Sarafina, perspiration comments for cover me. Why?
Perspiration comments for cover me.
Why?
I'm a director, I'm a script writer. Perspiration comments for cover me.
Flowing down me body. Like
Flowing down me body. And you know what the crazy thing is? I know where these parts belong to. In the
Yo!
they all sang this nonsense with you.
you smile for 5 years.
Perspiration.
Mara ngokufunda
Dun.
overseas. Was a
Bekumnandi,
perspiration.
uza perspiration.
Yeah,
Some gaga. I love it for you. I love all of this for you. I love all the love that you're receiving for yourself. I love the blessings that you're receiving for yourself. I truly do. I love a healthy success story. Particularly I've been down and out and I built myself back up again. Do you think you did it solely on your own, or did you think that you had people that were conspiring, sent by the universe in the favor of your internal attitude?
Never on my own. Never. There was no way I was going to be or come back or one correction. Also, I was down, but I was never out.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
You are out when you go down your grave. It was never on my own. It was my fans, the support, my family. But later in life, then I had this ancestral connection, guys. Soul! It changes everything. It doesn't mean it doesn't get tough or tougher. It gets tougher, but it hits different because now you deal with it differently. But the abundance that is there, I will forever advocate for that. There is light in that life, in that sphere, and I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here.
Can you imagine? It's a classic rewind on Kai 959 Breakfast. Womack and Womack, Baby I'm Scared of You. On the title alone, which baby is scared of you? The new baby or the old baby? Ever since Konka on Sunday.
The specifications.
Yeah.
And the judges at large. The Konka one.
The new one.
Yes.
Okay. What must he be scared of?
No, he's scared because he believes I've got more money than him, and he doesn't know he's got more money than me. So he's scared. He won't be able to, because he's used to just spoiling people, and so he thinks I'm gonna reject. And he's
receiving
that hatalala. Young kid. Futhi akasiza akusuka South African, so
singamhleba 100%.
What if it turns out I want to just ball, but very it's not like long money? Then you find out how
I'm not there for the longevity. It's like that longevity.
Sephelile mara longevity.
Yeah, longevity does exist. So yeah, I mean, like 3 months, then we move.
He's in the studio. So, nothing
has changed. We are so nothing has changed.
We change an
Never.
Yo.
Never. You change things in fire.
Oxygen mask.
You know.
Do you ever think of the end, the death of Meneer Mhlongo, or is it like too gloomy?
No, I do. Actually, funny enough, the older you get, I don't know if when I tell you can relate. The older you get, you have lost a lot of people, your family members, your aunts, your parents, and blah blah blah. You enjoy being on earth, but I look forward to crossing over now because I'm imagining a group of people, my family members that are waiting for me. So it's such a beautiful thought. So I think of it that way. I'm okay here now, but should it happen, I'm cool. You know, I'm no longer scared of dying, and based also on what I've achieved in life. I'm like, God, anything beyond this day is a bonus.
I mean, you left it all here, isn't it?
Of course.
Yeah, and that's the whole point of it all. And I think that's one thing that is inspiring about Somizi is that, look, tomorrow is not confirmed, but now that you have this moment, maximize it. And I think that's the one thing that, if anything, he will leave here as a stark reminder of what life is supposed to be and meant to be.
Enjoy it in the moment.
Yeah, if you truly left it all here, or there's some things you still want to achieve.
Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot. But as I say, everything else that I'm achieving moving forward is a bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still want to produce a musical. I'm releasing a cookbook and plan, getting married,
After moving on for 3 months and 3 months.
I like how he just slotted that getting married.
It ain't a thing.
No, I'm going to buy shoes. Getting married.
Thank you very much for today. Decoding some G63. On your way out, let us know, as a parting shot, when things are heavy for you, who's on your speed dial? Who do you call? The one person that you go to consistently.
Sure. Top of mind would be, I would say Tez.
Tez, yeah.
Tez, she's good.
Yeah, but also she's got such a warm soul.
She's a good friend.
Yes, I call her too. She's good.
Yeah.
I when I call her as a client.
Umngani wami Tez. Ask Tez. Umngani wami.
Okay.
How?
I'm changing Tez.
I wonder who Tez calls.
I wonder who Tez calls,
Because,
the Tezes of the world, I wonder who they call.
Because being superhuman sometimes, it's
true.
It's wild. It's wild.
The strong ones are, they see the most.
Yeah.
Thank you strong one, who has also seen the most.
Thank you. And still going to see the most.
You're still going to see the most.
Absolutely.
So we're going to let you go,
Thank
right?
you. Thank you guys.
But stay in the seat because Uncle T has something to tell you.
Oh.
Really?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Of course.
Coming up
12.
next, as you normally.
Yes, what we have.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, after 9. What do we have after 9? Since Somizi's here.
Wow.
It is Juanito Thomas, Master KG, and Lo Sheen featuring Nkosazana Daughter. So for Slahlane, 8:54. We had said goodbye to some G63, but we all have separation anxiety. Like, it's like tough for the show to end even. I mean, we had such a great time. You're such a dope person to hang around with.
You're a vibe, man.
Yeah,
I've such an inspiration.
I've gained
No,
khuluma. Asakuzwa.
Mina ngizizwa.
There we go.
It's about me. I've known Dineo for over 15 years.
Yeah.
But I think this is the first time we sat close to each other.
It's the first time, like, Scala's
yes,
talk.
and I really like you. You're a nice guy.
Thank you,
guy.
bro.
Like I didn't like you, honestly.
Is it? Why?
No.
No.
You must meet people in person more.
Man.
Why? You can sound the podcast.
Why?
From a distance, like obnoxious.
No, I'm not. I'm the most warmest person ever.
First of all, what does obnoxious mean?
Yeah. No,
obnoxious is like full of yourself, superbly arrogant.
No. It's like being crass and like, you know, going for the jugular all the time, being mean. But I'm not. It's banter. It's good banter. I can tease you.
Is that the
but
definition
it's not
of
personal.
obnoxious?
Okay.
The way he means it. But being heartless.
Okay, let's focus on the positives. I've gained so much love and respect for.
Yeah, he's a dope person.
A lot of people meet me say that. I'm a very like warm person.
You are.
But banter is banter. It's nothing personal.
Okay.
Baby, Sompire.
What? So, Sompire, yes. So,
Yes.
Sompire, I'm trying to create an empire, ne? Obviously.
The Somizi Empire.
Gosh.
By the time show we fell a little contract are already faded. A 3-year contract will have turned into a 3-hour contract.
Yay.
So Sompire is I'm creating a group, an umbrella group of things that I want to. So I'm gonna have a production company. I'm gonna do.
That makes me happy to hear that. You know that.
Yes, I
You
know.
know that.
I know. Yeah, production company and be, own stuff.
Yeah.
In terms of TV and
Yeah.
and the arts, and then culinary, restauranting, and doing part of the Sompire
Wow.
group. Yeah, and then now retail. Part of the Sompire group.
So when you spoke about the kiddie store earlier, so it's literally a Sompire kids store.
Yes.
It's not, it's a standalone, it's
Standalone,
your
yes.
kids
Under
store.
Sompire.
Under
Sompire
Sompire.
group, yeah.
It's not part of your Batu endorsement. Beautiful.
Did the Batu relationship, like, is it what sparked the whole getting into clothes idea?
Absolutely, guys.
Yeah, because even like the drip guys are also going into kids store clothing.
Yes, Nana, like retail is there's hard work, but also I get it why a lot of people cannot start their own businesses. It is expensive.
It's very expensive.
It is expensive. You need to have a capital, proper capital, and also you need to believe Uguti, it's going to be a success, because should it not be a success, you are down the drain.
I mean, you don't start companies like Batu on a shoestring budget.
No, you don't. You don't.
I see what you did there. You're an idiot. I love it.
Wow. Yeah, wow.
So I like the fact that you're also throwing in outside of just the budget, right? Because obviously it is expensive. But I love the fact that you're touching on believing that it will work, because that's the Tesla mentality. That's the Tesla formula. If you look at what Elon Musk is doing with Tesla, he's not using his own money to get Tesla off the ground, right? He builds samples, but you have to, as a consumer, you have to commit and then make the financial commitment, and then he'll build off your money something that works. I mean, he's done prototypes and so forth, but your one will be built off your money.
Yeah.
So you have to be clever with business. You've got to be very, very
But
clever
it's
with business.
exciting. It's exciting because also, let me tell you, as artists, as I don't know, as artists and people in the arts, we have to get as early as possible in your career to a point where you are independent of depending on just the arts.
Yes.
Because then you become a prisoner.
Yes.
You end up settling for less.
Yeah.
You end up agreeing to something that's not worthy of your time, and you end up being undervalued and undervaluing yourself. And you need to get to a point where you're so financially stable that whatever you do it because you want to do it.
And you can pick and choose the gigs that are suitable for you.
Liberate yourself.
Also,
Liberate
you
yourself.
function less from a place of desperation.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you're liberated.
Yeah.
The most dangerous
True.
thing you can do as a human being is function from
On
desperation.
an empty stomach.
Yeah.
It's never too late. So that's why I'm doing this, so that whatever I do it because I want to do it, not because I have to do it.
Wow.
We're proud of you.
I'm proud of myself. Thank you.
Inspired by you.
Thank you. Kaya959, I love you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Let's get it right this time. On the street, on the air,
everywhere.
life, love long, love the ones you with, serve and sanitize.
This is